Yeah, that's absolutely, because otherwise in front we've got the large building that is Christ Hospital right in the way. Yeah. Yeah, it looks as though that might have been an original, because you see where the sign's at, although the sign is attached to that newer structure there, so it's actually the building in the foreground, that rectangular building. Right. Okay. But they blocked off that parking area as well. Okay. And there's also markers by the front door of the jewelry store as well. Yeah, right in the front doorway. There's one in the window and one by the door. Reckman Jewelers has been here for a long time. It's back, yeah, back behind the adjacent business there. Yeah, there's markers all over the place here. Yeah, there could be jewelry that's laying out there too. It's anything that's of interest. Yeah, take a look at the front again when you come around. by the front door. Widen out for, oh. Then there's that building there again. No, not yet. Go ahead. All right, anything else? I take it they were taken across the street to Christ. For. How soon? Okay. So about a minute and a half, 2 minutes? About a minute. We're next, stand by. Well, this was a brazen attack in the middle of the afternoon. A violent robbery here at Reichman Jewelers. Been here in Oak Lawn for a long time. 3 armed men entered the store, disarmed the security guard, began smashing the glass displays, gathering up their inventory. And about that time, an employee emerged from the rear of the store and basically confronted the offenders, who promptly shot that individual. They were critically wounded, taken to a nearby hospital. Then the robbers got in a 4-door sedan, a silver sedan, and escaped, fled westbound along the alleyway. So this is a complex scene, a dynamic scene. That individual was taken to a nearby trauma center. Christ Hospital is literally across the street from Reichman Jewelers. We don't know if that's where that individual was taken, but common sense would dictate that that's where they would. So we're working this developing story. We'll have more as it becomes available. Chris Habermill, CBS 2 News. All right, folks, for those of you who are joining our Facebook live feed right now, you are seeing the alleyway behind 4439 West on 95th Street, across the street from Advocate Christ Hospital in Oak Lawn. Reichman Jewelers, it's a family-owned jewelry store. It's been here, a staple in this community for a long time on busy 95th Street, just a little bit east of Cicero Avenue. And this afternoon, this was the scene of a violent armed robbery. We had 3 masked offenders that entered Reichman Jewelers, brandished firearms. This basically disarmed the security guard that was working inside the store, and then began smashing the display cases. While that occurred, an employee of the store emerged from outside, or from in the back of the actual store, confronted the robbers, and was promptly shot. Unfortunately, that person was critically hurt. The employee of the store taken to a nearby trauma center. Christ Hospital is directly across the street. It's a level 1 trauma center, but we don't have confirmation on exactly where that individual was taken, but common sense would dictate that we got a level 1 hospital literally within about 100 feet of the front door of Reichman Jewelers, so you would think that that individual would be taken there. So as soon as we get confirmation on several of the aspects of this, we will bring that to you with all certainty. But right now, the outline that we have is that earlier this afternoon, these individuals came into the store, robbed the store, shot a clerk, and then escaped with jewelry into this alleyway, got into a silver sedan, 4-door sedan, and took off westbound at a high rate of speed away from the back of the store. So it's a dynamic scene. It's a big scene. It's developing. There's a lot of crime scene tape which has been laid out here, because obviously there is evidence all over the place out here. Don't know how many shots were fired inside the store. At least the one that critically injured the store clerk. And there's a lot of questions here as to who those individuals were. No doubt there's most likely videotape evidence from inside there. Obviously, Reichman Jewelers dealing in some high-end jewelry, some very expensive items, and very careful inventory is going to be taken now of exactly what was missing. So there is a scene inside the store, outside the store. Oak Lawn police are working this. Forensic evidence technicians called in, detectives called in, and of course you have to feel for the individual who got shot. They're listed in critical condition at the trauma center, but they are in stable condition. So we're working all aspects of this story here. More police officers have come in. They've been called in to duty here on this Friday afternoon. Normally quiet stretch of 95th Street, and literally 100 feet or so from the front door of Advocate Christ Hospital, right across the street on 95th Street. So Reichman Jewelers, family-owned jewelry store, has been here for a long time, and now we've got violence that has been visited upon that the people who are working there. They obviously deal with such high-end merchandise. They have a security guard. They have security measures in place. However, 3 masked offenders came in and opened fire on an unarmed individual and took jewelry and escaped from the scene. So those individuals are being sought. No doubt officers are going through whatever evidence there may be, and hopefully there was some sort of videotape that can be providing visual evidence of exactly who those people are, a description, and hopefully the leads can be followed up and those individuals can be brought in. So we've got 3 masked offenders that are at large, a jewelry store that's a shambles on the inside, a clerk that's been shot critically, and a security guard who was disarmed by the armed offenders here this afternoon. We're working this developing story. We will bring you the latest as soon as we get more. I'm Chris Habermill and Chopper 2 over Oak Lawn. In the back, you're looking at the back alley of Reichman Jewelers right across the street from Advocate Christ Hospital. There's a big scene to survey here. There's a number of evidence markers at the front door, along the side of the building, around the back. Don't know if those are shell casings from perhaps covering fire that the offenders were firing off rounds as they went, or it could be evidence that was dropped on the way out. All right, 10-4. I got it. Evergreen Park, so it's right next door. I copy.